Hey guys, it's Corinne with Thompson RV in Pendleton, Oregon. Today I am here to show you the brand new 2025 Timber Ridge 26 KVS in the titanium series. So it has been a while since we have done a video on a 26 KVS. We get busy trying to show every model, and sometimes it just takes us a while to get back around. So the 26 KVS is one of their KVS Kitchen View models. So they make a handful of these because they were so wildly popular when they brought them out. So you've got the little 22 KVS, which would be in your half-ton towable Creekside models. Then you've got the Timber Ridge 26 KVS. Then in the Blackstone, you have a 260 KVS, which is similar to this, but with more slide outs. And then the big 280 KVS, as well as a Glacier Peak fifth wheel in an F27 KVS. So obviously the KVS model has been super popular, and that's why they make so many different floor plans with this exact setup or something to this effect. The big windows, when you're back in the kitchen, if you do like to cook, not only does this add a ton of natural light, but it gives you a lot of counter space, and it just gives you a gorgeous view. Often you're going to be backed up against the beach or the river, so it's really a nice feature to have windows in the back, whether it be an RDS model, an RLS model, or the KVS. Those tend to be our most popular floor plans. So double doors, one here at the back, brings you right inside here. You've got the kitchen here. Because this is a titanium series, there's going to be certain features that are on this model that would not be on a standard outdoors RV in a mountain series. One of the biggest features is going to be the auto leveling system on the outside, as well as a few other outside features I'll point out when we go to the exterior of the trailer. But you're going to get the wood valances on the inside. You're going to get a little bit different decor on the inside. You're going to get upgraded cabinetry, so a solid hardwood raised panel door. You're going to get solid surface countertops, not just in the kitchen, but under the TV, in the bathroom, next to the bed. So I'll point out some of those features. I'm not probably going to touch on every single option that comes on a titanium series. I do have a video that shows you the difference between a titanium and a mountain. But one thing I can tell you is that we do almost all titaniums here at Thompson RV. And we were just voted the #1 outdoors RV dealership again for, I think, the 6th year in a row. So it's been quite a good run with Outdoors RV because they make such a great product, and we're very happy to be partnered with them. So that's kind of cool. So here in the back, again, you're going to have slow rise blackout shades, wood valances. The KVS has the microwave down low. That way you have the nice view up above. So they've gotten the upper cabinetry has been moved down to the bottom. Nice big storage area down here. New linoleum color as of just a couple months ago. So new for late model 2025. They've also gone to a Furrion stainless steel stove with a pot and pan drawer here at the bottom. So it gives it the illusion of a nice gas freestanding range. They give you the built-in cover on top here. So in order to cook, you would just flip this glass cover back. You have your 3 burner gas range. Knife rack back behind here. So you have slots to put in 5 different knives. The ever so popular garbage can chute. You have your garbage can where you can access it from the outside, so dogs, kids, nothing can get into your garbage can. Some storage down here as well. And then a bank of 4 drawers, including the cutlery tray. Single basin farm style sink. That's going to come in all of the outdoors RVs. You also get these nice heavy duty sink covers. Again, extra counter space when you're not using the sink. Stainless steel sink with a wire rack to protect the bottom. And then because it's a titanium, you're going to get the high arc faucet, and this does pull out. Coming around to the fridge, You're going to have the 12 volt Furrion refrigerator. So this is now a 10 cubic foot. So the gas fridge wasn't as deep as this new 12 volt fridge. The fridge works pretty amazing. So I've been able to use mine a handful of times now and gotten used to how quickly it cools down within an hour or two. The only trick to running the 12 volt fridge is adequate power. So we've equipped almost all of our units with either 600 watts of solar or even a handful we have been ordering in with 1,000 watts of solar. Just kind of depends on what time of year you're camping. And then we would recommend 3 of the 100 amp hour Battleborn lithium batteries. So that's a really great setup to make sure that you're set up for success when you go out camping with the 12 volt fridge. As always, you're going to get Outdoors RV's mountain dinette. So high density 4-inch thick foam cushions, an extremely sturdy marine grade table. Sorry, the table is not marine grade, it's the hardware underneath. So they use this hardware in yachts so that the table doesn't rock side to side. So Outdoors RV uses that in their trailers so that when a kid comes by and bumps your table, your coffee doesn't spill everywhere. This does make down into a bed. It's a little bit over 7 feet long, so it's great for taller guests. You have 2 nice big pot and pan drawers on each side of the dinette. And then as you can see, they go in, they have a nice little travel lock. And you've got a little extra storage under the dinette. So you would take the cushions off, take off the panel, and there is some extra storage down underneath on each side for those items that maybe you want to pack, but you're not going to use them all the time because you don't want to have to tear apart the dinette every single time to get to it, but it is there if need be. Nice big extra large window. And again, Outdoors RV on the titanium series, everything is going to be trimmed out in wood. So on a mountain, this would be Formica and this would be fabric. The titanium series just has that higher end look. These colors are also different in the titanium. Personally, I think it just gives it a nice, richer look. Again, you get the upgraded cabinetry in the Outdoors RV. So this is a nice hardwood cabinet door. Little extra storage under the TV here. And then you have your stereo system right here. So this does CDs, DVDs, Bluetooth to your phone. It has HDMI, USB, all sorts of different ports. But then the new TVs are also smart TVs. So this is a 12 volt Jensen TV. It is important that it's a Jensen TV. They are built for the marine and RV industry. So they're braced in the back to take the jostling of going down the road, but they're also freeze resistant. So you can leave your TV in your travel trailer year round, even if the temperatures get below freezing and the liquid crystal won't freeze. But these are now smart TVs. So if you are somewhere where you have internet access or you have cell service and can hotspot off of your phone, it's pretty cool. I just did that a couple weeks ago on a vacation I was on, and it was so nice to just be able to log into Netflix or Amazon Prime. So that's kind of a cool thing as well. Additional cabinetry up above. You do have the WineGuard antenna, TV antenna on top. You can also watch TV antenna onto the TV, and you can also get the gateway router that goes right here. I will say that we have been toying with the new Starlink. The Starlink Mini in particular is the one that we have gotten here at Thompson RV for us to use when we're on vacation and kind of test out so that we can give good recommendations on what works the best. Starlink is pretty amazing. So if it was something that's really important to you, that would be the route that I would go. And then we also have figured out how to turn the front solar port on the outside into a Starlink port. So that is also something that we're doing here at Thompson RV. So if that is something that interests you, that is something new that we just started doing. In the 26 KVS, because the front kitchen, or excuse me, the rear kitchen doesn't have the upper cabinets because of all the awesome windows, they've put your pantry right back here. So you have a very large pantry here. And then you also have all of this overhead cabinetry. Down below, you're gonna get theater seating in this model. So yeah, lots of storage. Theater seating in this model, but you can also option in the sleeper sofa or 2 chairs. So when they first started building this floor plan, it came standard with 2 chairs, but everybody was taking it out and putting in the theater seating. The theater seating works a lot better for taller people. The little rocker recliners like you would find in a 24 RLS or in this particular model, they're fine if up to about 5'7", 5'8", in my opinion. So the theater seating, you don't have to mess with it when you travel. You don't have to tie it down. It's all one piece, and it does work better for taller people. Another thing I should mention is I had a customer the other day, gosh, I want to say he was 6'4", and he said, you really never talk about the height of an outdoors RV trailer. So they are 6'11" here in the inside. I think at the lowest point, they're still 6'4", 6'5" at the very corner, but 6'11" in the center. So they really are great for people who are a little bit taller. Another thing about the 26 KVS that's kind of a cool feature is it has the pass-through bathroom. So that gives you a bathroom that's the entire width of the trailer. So you have a pocket door here and a pocket door here. You have a ton of counter space. And again, because it's a titanium, it's going to be the solid surface countertop with the stainless steel underslung sink. You also get a very big window here in the bathroom. Solid hardwood medicine cabinet. The titanium is going to come with the magnifying mirror, USB port and USB-C port. Lots of storage here under the sink. Additional storage here off to the side. Your 110 outlet is on this side. You also have a towel hook on this side, 2 towel hooks behind the toilet, a heat duct and an air conditioning duct, as in all outdoors RVs. And then this is actually the largest shower pan of any of the trailers. So there's a couple models that have this square shower pan, the 19 MKS, 260 KVS, this 26 KVS. And as you can see, they give you a skylight above to give you additional headroom if you need it. And then this one has a cool shower curtain that when you roll it up, all the moisture goes down and off into the shower. But this is the biggest shower pan in any of the models. So lots and lots of elbow room, except for that, I just hit that. In the titanium, you're gonna get the higher end shower head as well as the soap dish. And that's adjustable. So again, if you're taller or shorter, you can just push this button and slide it up and down. Where in a Mountain Series, it's fixed in one location and that's it. Porcelain toilet. And then we option in Max Air Deluxe vent fans in all of our units. In any KVS model like this that doesn't have the overhead range, you're going to get one exhaust fan in the back. That's going to be standard because that's what you would use as your overhead range when you're cooking. So that comes standard, but we option in the max fans on all of our units, which gives you an additional max fan here in the bathroom, and then the remote controlled 10-speed fully automatic one above the bed. And lastly, you have some towel hooks behind the toilet. I think I mentioned that, but then also right here, you have some extra storage. I find that if I roll up bath towels and slide the rolled up towels in here, it looks nice and it also utilizes that space really well. Again, pocket door into the bedroom. This model does have the full 60 by 80 queen bed. All of the outdoors RVs do have the 60 by 80 queen. Because it's a titanium, you're going to get the reading lights next to the bed, under cabinet lighting right here, and this is solid surface as well. You also get the $1,200 upgraded mattress here in the titanium. And I know I've said it a million times, but it's so amazing that I have it at home. I have this exact mattress in a king size. My kids, that's what they have in their bedrooms. And then I've been getting an awful lot of emails lately that people love their titanium mattress in their outdoors RV so much that, like I've said in videos, they want to order one for their home. So it really is a fantastic mattress. So no need to upgrade. Most RVs, as soon as you buy the trailer, first thing you do is toss out the springy mattress and go buy a good one. This one is a good one, so that's nice. Next to the bed, you're going to have 2 110 outlets, a 12-volt outlet, USB ports. So if you have a CPAP machine of some sort, there should be some way to operate that, whether you want to run it on 12-volt or 110. Another titanium feature is going to be the 19-inch Jensen TV here in the bedroom, and that is a DVD player in the side, so you can either watch TV antenna or DVD. And that is on a swing arm, so it swings out so you can lay in bed and watch a movie. As I stated earlier, you're going to get the Max Air Deluxe vent fan, so that's 10 speeds, fully automatic, thermostatically controlled, and it's all run off of the remote that's on the other side on the wall right there. And then because this is a double door model, you're also going to have an entry door into the bedroom. Titanium uses an elongated window, so you also have a shade, a blackout shade that comes down over that window, where in the Mountain series there isn't a shade. And so if you like to sleep in, or maybe you're in Alaska and you need blackout shades, the Titanium is going to have blackout shades on both of the entry doors. So now let's put the slide out in and see what you can access with the slide in, and then we'll go take a look at the outside. With the slide out all the way in, you do have access to get all the way back to the bathroom, to the refrigerator, the entire kitchen. So you can access everything in the trailer with the exception of the TV cabinet. You can't get into those cupboards. So the only thing would just be in those particular cupboards, don't pack anything that you might need to get to traveling down the road. The pantry, all the overhead cabinets, everything else is fully accessible. The exterior of the Titanium is one of my favorite features about the Titanium series because it is absolutely gorgeous. You get the high gloss Lamelux 4000 gray fiberglass. It's a higher, thicker grade of fiberglass, but it's also shinier and the color goes all the way through. So if you get a scratch, it's not like a paint. You're actually getting a gray fiberglass through and through. The decals, the frameless dual pane windows, everything about this just looks top notch. The chrome accents really make it just look like a higher end travel trailer, which it is. But another thing about the outside is going to be that auto leveling system that I talked about earlier. So the auto leveling system is literally auto leveling. So when you get to where you're going, just like on a $500,000 motorhome, you park your trailer, you hit the button, and the trailer auto levels itself. It's one of my favorite features. That's why, again, we do almost all Titaniums here at Thompson RV is just for that feature alone. But then you also get the gorgeous exterior, the extra nice cabinetry, and all of the other features. This is a two-door model, so you're going to have 2 sets of stairs, 2 grab bar handles. Again, you get the elongated window in the Titanium series, which just sets it apart from other brands and other, like the Mountain series with the smaller window. Electric awning with the metal wrap. And that also on a Titanium, you have a remote, so you can run the awning off of a remote, as well as the LED light strip that's underneath the awning. And then also the slide out will work off the remote as well. So you have switches right inside the door, but then you also have a remote. So if you are maybe by yourself and you can't quite tell if the awning is going to hit a tree, or you can't quite tell if the slide out is going to hit the water pedestal, you can walk around with the remote and put the slide out at the same time. As with all outdoors RVs, you're going to get what they call the Off-Road X4 suspension package. So that's going to be the MoreRide All-Trek 4000 suspension, the heavy-duty shackles, bronze bushings with greasable zerts, and also the KYV off-road shocks. One question I get often is, well, I'm never going to take it off-road. Okay, but you would still never buy a car that doesn't have suspension, right? So most travel trailers in the industry do not have any kind of suspension. And with our freeways, everybody knows you're going to hit a pothole and you want everything in the trailer to stay where it's at. So you definitely want the best suspension under your travel trailer. And also the KYB off-road shocks are not just for off-roading. I mean, that's what some people use them for on Jeeps and whatnot. But on a travel trailer, it's actually for body roll. So that is important to know, because even though they call it an off-road suspension package, which it is, it's going to benefit you even if you never ever get off the pavement. Goodyear Endurance Load Range E tires and 16-inch wheels are now standard on the Timber Ridge. Another thing for our southern customers, so all of you from Texas and Georgia, Florida, they are now allowing us to order a Timber Ridge with 50 amp service. Now up here, you would almost never need to add a second air conditioner to a Timber Ridge because the insulation is so amazing. Even just the Titanium comes with a 15K air conditioner too. So it comes with a larger air conditioner. but you would never really need anything like that up here in our dry heat. In Pendleton, it can get up to about 115 degrees in the summer, but it's very dry. If you're in the south and you insist on having a second bedroom air conditioner, you can now order a unit with 50 amp service to add the second bedroom air. That would probably be a special order. I can't imagine we're going to order very many Timber Ridges with 50 amp service. Typically, we don't do that until we get up into the Blackstone, because then you're getting a bigger trailer with more air conditioning needs, right? The Timber Ridge being a little bit smaller, that's not something you should need, but we do have people that insist on it, like I said, in those southern states. Here is where you're going to fill your 80-gallon freshwater tank. You have 110 outlets right here under the awning. Fire pit barbecue connection, so a quick disconnect LP hookup. This is just access and venting for your furnace. Coming around, you'll see on the clearance light here, it has a side marker camera. So that is in conjunction with the rear observation camera. You now have side marker cameras. That is a standalone system. It does not link into your Ford, Chevy, or Dodge truck. You'll have a separate screen. In fact, we have a video on our YouTube channel just a little ways back that shows you the different camera. But now you have side markers. So when you turn on a blinker, let's say you're going down the freeway, you turn on your blinker, it's going to show you what lane you're changing into. So it's not just a backup camera, it's observation for all the time. Right here, this is an additional solar port. So all of the outdoors RVs, as of now, anything with a 12-volt fridge is going to have standard 400 watts of roof-mounted solar. We've been optioning in either 600 or 1,000 watts of solar. And then you can also add up to 200 watts here on the side port. This is separate from the system on the roof. So the system on the roof runs through these particular charge controllers here in the front compartment. This one has two, which tells me this trailer is equipped with 1,000 watts of solar. If it has up to 600 watts, it would just have one single charge controller. So when you put in a solar panel on the side here, you would want to make sure that it has its own built-in charge controller. That way it doesn't overcharge the batteries. With that being said, when we talked about the Starlink Mini earlier, this is the plug that we obviously get rid of the solar portion of it and turn it into a Starlink port. So that way it can operate off of the 12-volt system on the trailer. Front pass-through storage compartment here. It has the nice heavy-duty rubberized diamond plate flooring. All of this is insulated. This is your nightstand, right? So this is near your bed. So they want this compartment fully insulated to get zero drafts while you're sleeping. They've added in an LED light strip here in the compartment. Then you also have some of your auto leveling controls, your battery disconnect. You have a 12-volt and USB charging port as well. And then Outdoors RV uses insulated luggage doors. They also use a magnet for hands-free. And then also their slam latches, they put a latch on each side. Most brands will only have one on one side, and we all can probably figure out how well that's going to work. So these just slam and latch, hence the slam latch. Okay, so Outdoors RV, they build all their own chassis. So this Timber Ridge is going to be built on an 8-inch custom I-beam chassis. Anything that's going to be built on the I-beam, on the 8-inch chassis, so everything above a Creekside, is going to have a full fiberglass front cap. You also have the nice rhino lining here to not get any rock chips on the fiberglass. We option all of our trailers in with what's called the mountain storage package. Kind of an odd name for what it is. It is a rear receiver hitch and also a toy lock on the front. I get a lot of questions on that when I send people MSRP sheets, option sheets. They want to know what on earth is the mountain storage package. It's the toy lock and the 2-inch receiver hitch. They go in conjunction with each other because let's say you're hauling e-bikes or a generator or something on the back of your trailer, and then you want to take off and go somewhere. You can park them right here and put the cable lock through it so that nobody steals. Here you've got the 4 battery rack. So that is an option from the factory. It's just the tray. So from the factory, it just comes with a piece of angle iron that you can set 2 batteries on, or again, we option everything in with the tray. That allows us to then at Thompson RV, we can put on our custom powder coated locking box, which I've shown in other videos, and up to 3 Battle-Born lithium batteries. Another thing I want to point out is Battle-Born is by far and away the best battery. We've had a lot of questions. I think in one video I mentioned that an Epic will fit. That is not going to happen anymore. Quality is just not the same. So we are only going to do the Battle-Born batteries. They have by far and away the best BMS system, made in America, and the best customer service, everything. So by far and away, I know there's great reviews on Chinese-made batteries and other off-brand batteries out there. I know a person can save money, but it's very important to us that we're selling you the best quality trailer. We want everything in it to work as great as possible. So we're going to set you up with the best quality hitch. We're going to set you up with the best quality batteries. We want to set you up for success. And we know that putting in the Battle-Born batteries, how high quality they are. Yes, they're a little bit more expensive, but so is an outdoors RV, right? And when you get out there and you're camping, we want you to be having fun. We do not want you to be having battery problems. So it is pretty important to make sure that you are getting the highest quality and the safest lithium batteries. So again, Battle-Born is definitely where it's at. On the Timber Ridge, you're going to get 2 7.5-gallon propane tanks, also a 35-pound tank, so 2 of those. Right here on the front, you're going to get the hitch caddy, so your safety chains hook up here, your breakaway cable, and then your 7-way plug. Everything goes right here so that it's up and out of the way. The underslung coupler, that was a new feature, late model 2024. What that's going to do is that's going to give us about 4 more inches to move your equalizer hitch down, so that when you're disconnected from the trailer and you go to put your tailgate down, your hitch isn't so high that your tailgate will hit. So when you're disconnected from the trailer and the hitch is still in the back of your truck, you should be able to get your tailgate all the way down. Over on this side, you're going to have the other side to your pass-through storage, your other side marker camera. Right here is going to be your black and gray tank valve handles, and then a light if you need to use that. Your Sani flush right here. So that will flush out your black tank. So once you've dumped the tanks, you can flush fresh water through the black tank. Cable and satellite hookups. This is where you would hook up your 30-amp cord. And then because it's a titanium, you're going to get the slide-out topper standard. The slide-out topper, I will say too, there are other options out there, but the slide-out topper, the good tried and true slide-out topper is going to be your best option. There have been talk about other ones that sort of scrape everything off of the slide-out. Those are fine and dandy, but not when you get into snow, not if you get into ice, not if you get pine needles and things can still get up and under there. So the old-fashioned slide-out topper that they've been using for years really is going to be the best. We've had snow loads on these. You push the button and all the snow just comes rolling off. Same with ice. So it is really the best. And it keeps all the moisture and everything off the top. So it's not something that's scraping everything off once you put the slide out in. Nothing gets onto the top. So that is also a really cool feature that comes included on the titanium. And it is also now an option on the Mountain Series. Because this is a rear kitchen model, you're going to get an additional gray water tank. So another 40-gallon tank right here. So a total of 80 gallons of gray water capacity. The titanium is going to come with backup lights. Super great feature that works in conjunction with the rear observation camera. So if you get to where you're going and you park and it's dark, I parked down at Florence earlier this year, which is down by the Oregon coast. And it was absolutely pitch black when we got there. I had zero lighting whatsoever. I absolutely could not tell where I was going. Put it into reverse and the backup lights illuminated my space so I could actually see where I was going. Because the camera too, if you have the camera but no lights, if it's dark, it's not really going to help that much. So those two things work really great together. They're both included on the titanium. 10-gallon DSI gas and electric water heater. This is going to be your exterior shower, and this is a nice insulated door. So part of their 4 seasons package, outdoors RV, everything is 4 seasons. There's lots of videos on their website to that nature. But basically, if you have a flimsy little plastic door on an outside shower, you can't really call yourself 4 seasons. So they've insulated that as well. This is where you would hook up your city water. So if you're staying in a park and you don't want to fill up the tank and run off of the pump, you can connect directly to the city water right there. 4-inch steel bumper, and you can put your sewer hose in here. And then you also have your rear receiver hitch, good up to 250 pounds. That is part of that mountain storage system that comes with that front cable lock. Spare tire, full-size spare tire with a Thompson RV tire cover. And then this is going to be your garbage can chute. So you would have your garbage right here. So again, you don't have to traipse through your trailer with your bag of garbage. You've got your garbage can right here on the outside. And even on this little tiny door, they have both slam latch, both sides for the slam latch door. And then you have your heavy duty ladder to get up and down off of the full walk-on roof. It's a PVC membrane up top, but we do recommend that you go through and check your roof sealants every 6 months. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you have any questions, please give us a call. We have the website and the phone number listed down below.